Hey guys, it's Atch from Blue Leaf Zoo, and you may have noticed that in our last video I scripted it. It was pretty obvious, but I'm not doing it this time because I think that it just turns out better quality video, and it doesn't, the timing's better and it sounds less terrible. So what we're doing here is we're building well, technically I already built the entrance, but we're, doing some landscaping and some pathing right here for Blue Leaf Zoo, and I have several clips here, but we'll just keep with one for now. I ended up changing this fence like several times. Most of the footage, this is the chicken coop. Most of what you will see of the chicken coop is not final. I don't think I actually got a chance to show you guys the final version really well, but I'll like do a tour maybe in the next video, maybe in this one. I don't remember exactly. We'll kind of see how that works, but we'll do a tour at some point, and you'll get to see that a lot better. But none of the the building has changed a lot, and you'll see in the next clip it looked very different. It just looks really different, and I ended up doing a lot of things with it that I didn't do at this point. But so you'll notice that here I'm building the chicken's entrance, so it's kind of like really short, but it's for the chickens to go in. The chickens aren't very tall. So they're working on that, I'm working on that, and then that fence ends up leaving and I have to readjust all the posts, but that's not in the footage, I don't think, of the fence the chain link, or what is it called, the mesh fence? That goes, yeah, that goes. I was trying to figure, because I felt like the walls looked really bland. I eventually ended up just doing some pillars and some, you'll see in the next clip, but kind of in the background. I end up doing a lot with it that isn't shown here in the inside and everything. I really should, I'll just get pictures. I'll put pictures at the end is what I'll do. Because it looks very different. And I end up doing some minor landscaping, I think. I just kind of put in some very cheap plants because it is a small zoo and there's not a lot of room for stuff. So, I end up, by the way, the chickens are free range, so they don't technically need a coop, but I put it there so they have some place to eat and rest and whatnot without having an issue. I wasn't originally going to make them free range. I mean, I had been debating it for a while, but then I ended up deleting the staff gate. So now it's just kind of an open area where they can just wander in and out. And that's also, why I have to have, but, I think we're ending the end of this clip here. Yep, there's the next one. This is the koi pond, and, haha, their names are so interesting. I named them Coal, Fahrenheit, and Yellow Jacket. Coal isn't really an interesting name, like coal, as in, like the thing you burn. But one of them's named Fahrenheit because for some reason they remind me, if you ever read the book, Fahrenheit 451, it's on my read list. I have not read it yet, so please don't talk to me about it or spoil anything. But, it is on my read list, and I've heard quite good things about it. And for some reason, it reminded me of this book. And so I named it Fahrenheit. I was gonna name it Fahrenheit 451, but that seemed a bit obvious, and I was like, eh. And it's also a lot to say. Like Fahrenheit is a pretty long name for a fish. But Fahrenheit 451, for me, that's a mouthful because I can't talk. So, and I ended up putting some plants around it. It looked really nice. I really liked it, the koi pond. And then I think we're moving on to the next clip again. Yep. That's kind of just a format for the shed for the goats. I was just kind of planning out my ideas there in the low chain link. Most of this, that I ended up changing that to the Duranga building set, I think. I really like that building set, but I don't think it really, I don't think it has enough assets, honestly. I like it, and I think I'll use it a lot, but I don't know if I'll use it for this. I did use it for the entrance, and a few other things. I'm not sure quite where I used it, but I think I know I use it for the bulk of the entrance, but then I spent a long time debating fences and what kind of building set I'm going to use. But I ended up going with the Taronga building set. I changed it like 20 times, but also the outside fence changes a lot. I think I ended up going with the black tall chain link. I was worried to be a little bit overkill because, like, in perspective wise, the goats are like half the height of the fence. But if you put the low chain link, then the goats could easily jump over it because, you know, they can see our heads over it, and they can, I imagine they can jump at least somewhat high. So I don't know. I just kind of end up going with that fence that you see there with the on the outside, and I push ceilings and little whatchamacallem eaves, I guess. I'm not sure, and then like floorboards, make it all fancy. And yep. So I spend a while on that. I think at one point soon I end up ending the clip and then like coming back to it because I forgot I didn't have a hay bale download. I think it's in like another minute or so. Didn't have hay bales. I forgot. I thought I had it installed, but I didn't. So I installed it and then reloaded the game, and that was that. And that's where I'm raising the pillars so I can meet the roof a little bit there. And I think, yeah, there you go. I add a fence so that the fence isn't, like, there is not a gap there, you know. And I add food in there, which you can just kind of see in there through the ceiling. And some water. I don't know if that's going to be an issue of how tightly fitting that is, but I hope it isn't. And if it is, I'll, like, fiddle with it and move it around, but I hope it won't be. The hay area is more for decoration. Yep, there we go. Transition back. That's really more for decoration and like and whatnot. I don't think they can actually access that area, but it's kind of just like to pretend that that people can take hay out of there and put it in their feed. It looks like birdseed in their feed container, but I think it's hay. It says they can eat it, so I don't care. And that's that. So I think this is about to end. I think there's a little bit of whatchamacallit landscaping, and yeah. So I really like those bushes. I really like the bushes from the, I don't know, some sort of import package, like Skate Pro Import or something like that. And I don't know who did it, but it was a very good job that they did. I love the things from there. So we're nearing the end here, so please like and subscribe. Bye, guys! Oh yeah, and here's that picture I mentioned.